We're gonna go.
We're live.
Oh my gosh, okay.
We are live. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
We are the Food Nanny. If you don't know, my mom is the original Food Nanny that started it all. And now we're both the Food Nanny.
That's right.
Now we're both the Food Nanny. I actually ran into the cutest girl yesterday, Mom, and she said, "Do I call you Food Nanny?" She goes, "I'm obsessed with you guys." It was the nicest
That
thing.
was so nice.
But I love meeting you. Okay, so
we're going to get right to the recipe.
Right to the recipe. We're making everyday artisan bread. Show them it's in book number 2, and it's on page 236.
A lot of people have been DMing us.
It's been weird. Like, they're all coming in around the same time, and they said, "Please show us this."
Show us how to do this.
I want to tell you something. It's one of the easiest breads you're ever going to make. Like, so beyond easy. So that's why we're going to make it.
It's like the easiest bread you will ever make. You know, there's a gentleman called, his name is Jim Langley, and he was the one that actually started with this artisan bread business years ago, but yet relatively new from like my day. Mm-hmm. And he found that literally if you just mix up some flour and water and salt and
that's it,
and yeast, if you just mixed it up without very little kneading or you know, the way that traditional breads are done, that it created this sponge that would create this artisan bread that has holes and has character,
right,
and a chew to it. And
a hard crust, but it's soft inside.
It's amazing, and it's probably the easiest bread.
But guess what? There are so many hard artisan breads, and I'm not kidding. In her book too, the beer bread and this alone, if you start trying to make this, you won't even believe it. People are going to be like, "Whoa, like this is impressive," and we're going to show you how easy.
The easiest part about this bread, you can make the dough up, put it directly. Leave it out on the counter for 2 hours and then put it directly into the fridge and just pinch off a grapefruit size.
3. It can make 3 grapefruit size.
Right. 3 grapefruit size and just pinch them off.
Right. So that is the beauty of it. You have to let it rise for 2 hours. Then, like she said, you put it in the fridge and it can last for up to 2 weeks in the fridge. So when you are on a pinch and you want to make bread for the night, you just pinch off a ball, like she said, or make them all at once. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But for it to last for 2 weeks in the fridge is pretty incredible. But something that we've never shown today is we're recreating the sandwich that I had in Hawaii that she left the day that she even got to enjoy it. You guys, I'm not even kidding. We devoured that sandwich that I had to run back to the store and order another one just to take a little video because it was one of the best things we had put in our mouth. My sister, my sister-in-law, everybody was like, "What in the world?" And it's so easy. And I thought, what kind of bread can do this? And it was this because on her recipe, she tells you that you can mix in different stuff in your dough. So that is what we are going to do today. We're going to make it a cranberry walnut bread, which is insane.
Wait.
Hello.
You can actually mix in chocolate. I mean, you can mix in rosemary. You can do rosemary and chocolate. I mean, whatever you're feeling like or whatever you have eaten, say, from a bakery that you loved, you can recreate it at home. Okay?
Okay, so let's get going. Let's start showing you how simple this is. How much less... kamut flour do you use per cup in a recipe? I'm going to show you that. It's a little shy under a cup. It's nothing complicated. That's the beauty of this flour. I definitely thought, I know I've told you this, but I thought it would be a life-altering, that maybe I wasn't going to love some certain recipes as much because it was going to taste different. No. This flour makes everything taste better. And you're getting so much healthier for you. It's so much better for you.
This all-purpose flour is already enriched.
Okay,
it doesn't have to be enriched, okay? So it's all-purpose. It's an ancient grain that's all-purpose white. And that's the one that we're using in everything we do. They have, of course, the 100% kamut. And that you would use more like whole wheat flour. This white is an all-purpose flour, and it's very easy to work with and works in every recipe, just ups the quality and the taste in everything we make.
You will be 100% sold.
Okay.
We have 3 cups of warm water, and like I've told you in many different bread recipes, I would say the way that I like to do it. I test it on my wrist.
Which I think is great.
Yeah, like a baby's bottle, a baby's bath. You want to get the right temperature because that is key with your bread. I know a lot of you say, well, you can do not so warm of water. Yes, it just takes longer. So this is the perfect. And once you start really making bread on a consistent basis, you're like, I know the right temperature. You don't need to get out a thermometer and get it down to a complete science. You just start going with it. Okay, so we're adding, I think it's 1.5 tablespoons of
1.5 tablespoons of yeast.
And our all-time favorite yeast is the Red Star.
Yeah, sure.
It is the greatest yeast in the world. In the world. And you know why I think it's the greatest? You can say why too.
No.
I just think it always turns out. Every time I've ever tried a different one, it works. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, but I feel like this yeast is so bulletproof, it's not even funny. Like, I feel like you can't even ruin it if you tried, honestly.
I feel the same way. That's why we've been using it forever. And then we put it into a Ziploc bag, just like this, actually 2. Double baggy it and put it in the freezer. It will last up to 2 years in your freezer. Just get it directly out of the freezer. Lizzie just did. She's using it right now.
Right. You don't have to let it unthaw, none of that. Okay, so we're adding 1 tablespoon of our French salt that is so incredible. That combined, you don't have to do it this way, but I've just been adding it all into a 3 cup. Now I'm just gonna add it to my bowl like this. Okay, so it's super easy. Now on most bread recipes, we tell you to go shy of the bread, like don't add the complete flour right away. But I did just make this bread today, and the only thing that is different is my mom explains in this recipe that you actually do add the full 6 cups of flour, but if it becomes a little bit dry, you want it to be a sticky dough. So she says even if it becomes a little bit sticky, you add a little bit of water. So
if it's not quite as sticky,
add a little bit. But yeah. I didn't even have to do that. And I basically added, kamut is a little more dense. That's why you go a little shy under a cup. And I basically did the full 6 cups. So we're just gonna show you really fast. Yes, so it's called Red Star.
For anybody who has never made bread, this recipe will probably be the easiest bread you'll ever attempt. I mean, our French baguettes, our white bread, our kamut bread, they're all super easy. But goodness, this we just literally mix up.
Okay, they really want to see what shy under a cup.
Okay.
This is, can you see this?
Okay. And Lizzie, I'm going to stick this bread in. Let's show what this bread looks like. So Lizzie just rolled this out, well, just formed it, put it on a greased cookie sheet, put a little bit of flour on top, and it's perfect now for the 450.
And cut it.
And scored it.
Make pretty designs. Do whatever way you want.
Just scored it with a little knife right here. We'll show you in a minute. We're going to stick this in the oven right now.
Okay.
So that's what...
So this is a shy under a cup. Can anybody see that? Can you really understand this? Love the kamut. Everyone raves about your chocolate chip cookies, and I use the kamut in your salt. Is it not the best? Okay, I ran out of kamut flour, so I tried making the recipe with the regular all-purpose flour, and it was not even close to as good. I need to stock up on kamut again.
Yeah.
We told you. We told you. We love you.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you understand that is a little bit shy under a cup? Okay, great. I'm glad you can see it. So we're just going to start adding.
Here's one.
Here's one.
Remember last time, Lizzie?
Yeah,
I added way too much.
2.
It was.
So you're just.
It was a couple of months ago, and I've lost count. Okay.
3. And so you just go a shy under. This is how easy it is.
4. Okay, now just a second.
This is it. And then you're just gonna let it sit, like we said, for 2 hours. So where are all of you that were asking your questions? Make sure to ask your questions, because there were so many that were like, please help me with this bread. So make sure to ask away.
Okay.
Okay, so we've now...
Okay.
5.
Okay.
No, it goes, Mom.
Okay.
Like you think it's good, and then you're like, no, it goes sticky again.
Okay, great. So we need 1 more cup. Okay?
Okay, so are you ready for one more
Yep,
cup?
ready for 1 more cup. So everybody see how we're
Here, let me
all
try to...
we're doing with this bread is literally mixing it in. That's all we're doing.
But yes, it is key to have your water the right temperature, I think. It's like that could be your problem. And you don't normally want to over add on your flour. That's what we always talk about. But on this one, you are adding all of it. So it's...
Because
I made it last night and it was
bread.
delicious.
This is an artisan bread. And so
Do you want the full?
all we're going to do is mix all this up. Yep, it's getting heavy. Go ahead and mix it now, Lizzie.
Can you do this in a Bosch? Someone just asked.
Of course. Yes.
The only reason we do this by hand is because
so many of our followers don't have.
And it's
a Bosch.
easier to show you.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to show them. That's why we do it in a glass bowl. We're trying to show you. And we're just trying to say, yeah, like my mom says, if you don't have the fancy tools.
Because not everybody does. Not everybody has a Bosch or a bread mixer or a KitchenAid. And so.
Okay, so you're not even then taking it out at this point and kneading it. You're doing none of it. Just try to make sure, because it's heavy, make sure it's mixed good, but you still are going to have a sticky dough. The more you mix it, you're going to be like, okay, this goes back to sticky, but it's perfect. Okay, now you can transport it to another bowl, or I just use the same one. So you want to do that? So get the olive oil out, please.
Okay.
Okay, so it's all together, but see how it's still sticky. You need it like this, believe me.
Shaggy. It's called shaggy. And we want it shaggy, and we don't want to mix it and mix it and mix it too much. Just mix it up, and then do exactly like what Lizzie's doing.
Okay, so you just kind of
right
dip
back
it.
into the bowl with a little bit of olive oil.
A little bit of olive oil, dip it on the top, and then flip it over. And now you're just going to let it rise for 2 hours. Come on. And wait till you try this bread.
It's that good and so easy. And you can add anything to this or just make it plain. So we're going to cover this with a clean dish towel
or
plastic wrap. What do you prefer?
I like
when
the
the dough is real sticky, it's easiest to do the plastic wrap, and I love how Lizzie does it.
Just because this is going to rise completely to the top because I just made it. And so I put it in a warm place. I get so much sunshine coming in from my windows. Make sure you've got a warm kitchen, especially now that it's winter. Yeah. Make sure you need it warm. If you feel like your house doesn't get warm, turn on the oven to make it even more warm. Put it on a warm surface.
Show me how you do that.
Okay, so I just put plastic. Can we see this?
You spray it and then you
okay.
Yeah.
I just spray it like this.
Spray the wrap.
And then I just flip it over. It's not that crazy of a tip.
And it is though. And it's best to do this when the dough is sticky.
And then even sometimes I'll still put a towel on top of it. Okay, hi Liz. The live demo videos are great. Hope to see your family soon.
Oh.
Ryan Taylor.
Oh, great. Hi, Ryan.
Okay.
I haven't seen you forever.
When you stir by hand, it's made with more love. I agree. Okay, should it be that sticky if you use regular kamut flour? Yes, it's going to be the exact same way.
The exact same.
The exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The exact same.
Okay, so
just put that over
here.
Make sure that your kitchen, like Lizzie said, is at least 72 degrees. Close your drafts. Close any windows, because if you don't, your product is just not going to turn out. We have to take care of the temperature in our kitchen, and that is with turning the heat up or turning our ovens on, closing our drafts, because we need at least 72 degrees to have it rise properly.
Right.
And so our oven is hot.
And you have food nannied some people, come on, that have had cold kitchens going on.
And it
freezing.
And it doesn't work.
And it does not
work.
They're like, well, it's wintertime and the whole thing. Well, then you gotta
turn your heat
somehow.
up. Yeah. Or turn your oven on. So what we've done is we've placed, tell them about the shallow water.
Okay, so even on the French baguettes, she tells you to do this. If you want to make a crustier crust on the outside, then you put a shallow dish of water at the bottom of the oven because it creates steam and everything. So I just used a pie plate, a glass pie plate.
That's all I use.
And I put water in it, and I just added it to the bottom of the
bottom of the rack.
To the bottom of the rack.
Which is going to hopefully create some steam. Sometimes, I've done so many different experiments, and we both have.
Yeah.
And sometimes we think we can notice a difference, and other times not so much.
I don't do it every time I do the baguettes. I just throw it in. So I don't know.
It depends on how much of a hurry and everything else you're in.
Right. Okay. Is a 75-degree room cold or warm?
Warm.
I would say it's warm. Yeah.
Well, yes, warm.
Yes.
I say at least 72 degrees. It needs to be 72 degrees at least.
Okay, so after you let it rise for 2 hours,
this is what you're coming up with.
Then you're going to take it out, and this is when you're going to be adding the cranberries and the walnuts and all of that. So I could have bought the chopped. Well, this actually is. This is the halves and the pieces. So I just chopped it a little more fine because this is still a little bit too big for my liking. So we just created into 3 grape size. Literally, they're big. They're kind of big. These are grape size.
Grapefruit.
Yeah,
grapefruit size.
Grapefruit size.
Right, grapefruit
so
size.
then, Mom, show them how we added it in.
Okay, so we need a little bit more flour.
Right. This is when you want to...
The dough is a little bit sticky, and I should actually have an apron on.
Yes, the recipe is in the second cookbook on page 236. So while she's doing this really fast, let me just tell you about the sandwich. The reason it was so good is because it was a grilled hot sandwich, and we die for that.
Oh.
I love a hot sandwich.
Love it.
So really the only thing that was on it, and we'll try to show how to make it, is just put some peanut butter to your liking, some honey to your liking, and then you add the sliced mango on top, and then we'll show you how we're gonna grill it. Kind of like, just like a grilled cheese, a grilled peanut butter and jelly like we do. Super yummy. Wait, hold on, they can't see me doing that.
So what we've got are some cranberries, and the thing is we only are going to use a couple of tablespoons for a grapefruit size amount of dough. We're going to use a couple of tablespoons of this, but we're just going to take our knife and just dice and kind of chop like this. I say to use, say you were going to use Italian seasoning to just make it, with a little bit of Italian seasoning, add 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. This one's going to be a little bit different. Look how good this looks. Oh,
That's what makes this sandwich, though, is the bread. And I'm like, Mom,
oh, yeah.
We have the perfect recipe to do it.
I know. And I'm a nut about cranberries. And
I am too.
Walnuts.
Yes, dried cranberries.
Those are my favorites. So here we are with about, we've got the dough just like this. Spread it out just a little. So we'll add a tablespoon there, and then we'll add another tablespoon, and we'll just kind of knead it in and see what we've got. Do you see how you could add anything you wanted? Maybe just a little bit more.
Do you have the timer going for this?
Yes, it's got about 10 minutes. So we may have to show them in stories. So we're just gonna knead the cranberries. So this is kind of what it looks like, okay? The nuts, the cranberries, if you don't want quite as many, then don't do quite as many. I did a little bit more than 2 tablespoons, but I was thinking, I think we really want to taste that. Okay, so this is finished. So we'll just get a baking sheet.
They said this would be the perfect Christmas neighbor gift in a cute basket with some butter for Christmas. That would. Okay, this was one question that a girl had that I want to talk about. When you put the dough then in the fridge, right, the dough is cold, obviously, because it's been in the fridge. So what you do is you can either do this on a cookie sheet or you can do it on a pizza stone, and I love it both ways. We love it on a pizza stone. So what you do, the recipe tells you exactly, but this was a big question. When your oven is warming up, like the pizza stone, it needs to preheat for about 30 minutes, just like you would a pizza. You're just letting the dough, you knead it again, just like we did. If you were adding anything, you would do exactly the way she just did it. And then you're just leaving it out on the counter for the entire time, like for 30 minutes at least. I think that's the best. You're letting it rise again and get warm.
It needs to come to room temperature.
Yeah, come to room temperature.
I have been in a pinch and have done it faster, and it does work.
Because some have said that's their problem.
Yeah, it does work, but try to.
But it's so easy. It's just like pull it out at first, let it get warm, room temperature, like she said.
Exactly.
Wait for your oven to get hot, and then it's perfect to put it in the oven.
So we're gonna grab that, Lizzie, the baking sheet. We could actually get a smaller one. We'll use our Kirtland spray, which we love. We love the Kirtland spray. Can't live without it. And we're going to place this right there in the middle. And then we're just going to score it. And by scoring it, I know. By scoring it,
Here.
you can just use, that worked totally fine. By scoring it, you can just do a straight line. You can make an X. You can do whatever you like. However you want to score it. And that's going to allow the bubbles.
And then put some flour, sprinkle flour.
Yeah, and now just a little bit of flour on top.
Do you have any suggestions for nut allergies?
Goodness. No, I think you need to stay away from nuts. But I'm trying to think what you can use in place of nuts. Why don't you try something like another dried fruit? Put maybe another dried fruit with it. Or what did we use in place of nuts?
I can't get this to.
Yeah, I can't remember right now. But that's okay. Just leave the nuts out.
Can you bake 2 loaves on 1 pan?
Yes.
Someone's saying seeds? Question mark.
Seeds. That's the perfect answer. Thank you. That's the
Dried
perfect
apricots.
answer. Yeah.
Blueberries.
Yeah, that's the perfect answer. Dried seeds. Yeah.
Sunflower seeds?
I would use sunflower, sesame, not too many sesame, but you can even put sesame seeds on the top of this. Yeah. I love the taste of sesame. All you would have to do with sesame, say you were just making a plain loaf, I would just sprinkle a few sesame on top. The Italians in the different regions love sesame seeds.
Yeah.
Some don't.
I love it.
I love them. I think it changes the bread dramatically. I think it's amazing.
How much longer?
I think it's amazing. It should be done in less than 5 minutes.
Pumpkin seeds?
Okay, pumpkin seeds are
Blue
great.
cheese?
Yes, sure.
Whoa.
There's so many.
You guys are getting creative. Everything bagel seasoning. We have to try that. People are losing it. Have you heard about that?
Yes.
The everything bagel
Yes.
seasoning from Trader Joe's.
Yes.
I guess we better get that. Everybody's like, it's the greatest in the world.
Yeah.
They put it on cottage cheese, like everything.
I love the everything bagel. I've always loved it.
So we need to get that.
Yeah, we do.
We need to get that.
Okay.
So, well, I'm sorry,
questions?
the bread's not. Any questions?
I think what we'll do is we'll do a story so that we can let you go. We'll take the bread out of
Do
the
you
oven.
like this or the beer bread recipe better? You can't choose.
No.
It's totally different. It's totally different, but both amazing.
I think the beer bread has more texture actually to it, and maybe a
The
little
beer
more
bread
chew.
with the butter,
The
it's
strawberry
pretty
or
rockin'.
raspberry
It's
butter.
pretty rockin'. But this bread is good. You could do the butter with this too.
Yeah, anybody can make this bread, guys. Everybody can make it. Okay, so we want to be fast today because we want to be quicker at making our recipes so that those that are just wanting to watch for the recipe, it's done. There you have it. We will post it. We're going to be super busy today. We're preparing for a wedding tomorrow.
I only have to make 10 cakes today, so pray for me.
Well, she's actually started, Lizzie. You started.
Well, I've started 7.
Yeah.
Which, that is the great thing about our cake. I've done 5 strawberry already, and I have it all frozen, and then I'll take them out, and I'll just frost them, and they're great.
We're doing a wedding for some of our 2 of our most favorite friends ever, and their love story is quite amazing. It is.
It really is.
It is something. And they're getting married tomorrow, and they asked us to help out with the food. So we're actually going to be at Katherine Heigl's barn. That's amazing.
Katherine Heigl, the actress.
Yes, that's amazing.
We're going to her barn. We wish we could tell you this love story. I don't know if they would love that we told, but it's an incredible story. I honestly, the two of them, they've known each other forever.
Yeah.
He lost his wife. I mean, we can say that.
Yeah.
He lost his wife to cancer, colon cancer.
Beautiful girl.
Beautiful girl. We loved her.
Yes.
Loved her beyond. And anyways, they both have found each other, and their stories will bring you to tears. It's
bringing their families together.
It's the coolest story.
And a beautiful couple.
And we love them, so we couldn't be happier to do it.
Yeah, we're so excited.
We're excited.
Everyone is so excited for them, and we're so excited to be a part of it. So thank you, Ashley and Audie, for letting us be a part of your wonderful wedding tomorrow.
Is this the Kamut flour bread? No, this is the everyday artisan bread made with Kamut flour, but this is the everyday artisan bread. Anyways, yeah, good luck to us. What are you trying to show?
This is our Kamut recipe, our Kamut bread that's on the back of our flour. This is our 5-pound bag, and this is the Food Nanny white Kamut all-purpose flour. Our recipe on the back, amazing, and this is
it's also on thefoodnanny.com.
Yes,
as well.
And it's also super easy, and so many people who've never made bread said that this bread turns out for them.
So easy.
So
okay, we'll do it in stories after our bread comes out. We'll show you, but really, it's so simple. It's so simple. But I wanted to help those that have been asking about the bread.
Let's just show them, because this is right. This is pretty much there, Lizzie. This is finished. Look at this. So this is done. And how do you know when this is done? Well, you can go by the time, which is 20 minutes, and it's almost right there. But this is nice. This is hot, but this is nice and brown on the bottom. Look at this darling loaf.
We didn't let it rise super long.
But it was enough. It was enough. It was perfect. Look at that. Should we cut into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, are there bigger bags? Yes, we sell a 25-pound bag now. 50 pounds was breaking everybody's back, so they begged us to not sell that anymore. But you can get it for the same price. If you buy two 25-pound bags, you can get it for the same price as the 50.
Just easier on us to handle.
Yeah.
And all of you as well.
Yes.
We can actually carry them. Look how this is rising. This is almost ready for the oven. So in another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we'll put that in.
Okay, cut it fast and then we'll quit.
Yeah. So
But that's only for pickup right now, the 25-pound bag. It's DM me if you want the information. I don't want to give personal information out on this.
So you need a good bread knife when you are making your own.
The 25-pound bag is $35.98. That's how much it is.
I want you to hear this. I'm tapping it. That's another sign that you know it's good and done. When it sounds hollow, okay? So this is a pretty decent crust, Lizzie. So let's see if we can cut into this. I'm gonna use a clean towel here because it's hot. You hear that? Whoa!
Looks amazing. Look how soft in the middle. Oh yeah. Okay, boom. Oh my. You guys, this sandwich, it's gonna turn out today. Yum!
Look at the steam come off that.
Yum.
Can they see it?
Yeah, they can see it.
Oh my goodness. Let's taste it super fast.
Well, I wish I was showing the sandwich.
Okay, well we're gonna do we'll do the sandwich right now in stories, and then
you want a little bit of butter?
Yeah, we'll show them.
Mom, this is fun. I haven't made it with this
No,
yet.
I've never tried it. I've never tried it with the cranberries and the walnuts. I put rosemary in it and the Italian seasoning before, but I've never done this. And
you guys, it worked out perfect.
It's giving me some new ideas, like
Hawaii did it.
Said for Christmas.
You guys, look at that. Look at it in the bread. Oh
my goodness.
Oh,
is it as good, Lizzie?
It's gonna be.
I mean, it's the bread you had in Hawaii.
It's better. It's better because of the Kamut.
Oh my Lord.
You guys.
It's so good.
I'm sure they love us eating.
I
wish it was a taste and eat live.
That taste. The walnuts with the cranberry with this bread.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. You guys. Okay.
Whoa.
Can I point something out here? This bread is going to cost you
Nothing.
next to nothing for 3 loaves, and I'll bet to buy this it would be $6 a loaf.
Oh, at least
or 7 or 8.
Do you know how much that sandwich was? It was $12. I swear it was like $12. I said, what?
Seriously?
I'm serious.
6 cups of flour. This is going to cost you probably $1.50 to make with kamut. 3 loaves. Oh my goodness, it's so good.
I can't get over it. It's gonna turn out. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna make it.
Could you make soup bowls out of this?
Why not?
Sure. Can I make that with kamut bread recipe that's on the bag? I would just make it.
Of course.
Yeah. I would
Yes.
just try this though.
But try this one because it's
Because
so much
the kamut
more
bread is not
plain.
crusty. It's not crusty either. That you want a crunch to it.
I mean,
you
it-
want the crustiness.
It has its normal homemade bread crust, but
Yes,
this
but this is like
this
a
is more
hard
artisan style.
artisan.
This is more artisan style.
They think it would be so good with chocolate chips in it.
That's what I was saying. White chocolate. I mean, with walnuts, anything
It's
is
in
possible.
book number 2. It's in book number 2. We'll post this recipe after this with this bread because we just invented a new sandwich and I knew you were gonna love it. I'm having some girlfriends over. You guys better be seriously ready for this. With the mango, so it's just peanut
It's
butter,
creamy.
you guys, honey, and fresh mango. And that's it. And do it like a grilled cheese, but we'll do it in a story. It's insane.
We'll do it right now.
It's insane. That turned out so good. Oh,
I'm dying. I know
Okay.
what I'm giving away for Christmas now.
that
Thank
was a
you.
great idea.
Thank you, Fanny.
That
I
was
know
a
what
great
I'm doing.
idea. Okay.
Okay.
We love you. Have a wonderful weekend. I know our newsletter came out late, but it actually finally did come out. So there's not a newsletter this week, right?
No, the next week.
The next week a newsletter will come out, but we're back next week. We'll do 2 lives next week, showing you what we're making. Make sure to let us know what you guys want to see. We're so grateful you're here and you're watching.
We've got ideas written down already from this week. I've got them in my notes. So we'll be talking about the things that you guys want to hear about
A
and
big
learn about.
one after the budgeting is they want portion control.
Okay.
So I think that's the next thing that we'll probably try to talk about. You want more portion control. That's been coming in like crazy. But yeah, we use it craisins.
Yeah. Oh,
and
those are the only ones.
And I can only use Ocean Spray.
Yeah, same. Me too. Me too. These were really good walnuts.
They were fine. They were just the
Okay.
Kroger brand.
Yeah.
On sale because
But-
they were on sale.
Very good. Okay, everybody.
On the website, thefoodnanny.com, sign up for the newsletter and you will get the newsletter at thefoodnanny.com.
Check out our new website
You'll
and our
get
new logo.
New insights,
Yeah, check out our new website and logo. It's amazing. Brenda did this all for us. She's amazing.
Brenda is incredible. If you're ever looking for somebody, she's incredible.
We've got our trip to France planned. We're so excited for all you fannies who are signed up. Monsieur Baptiste is working on that, and it's going to be amazing. So everybody have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. We will be back.
Keep cooking. Your family's
It's worth it.
And thanks for everything.
We
We'll
love
see
you guys
next
so
week.
much. See you next week. Oh, I'm trying to.